Saturday Salmagundi Shot Talk, everybody. Saturday Salmagundi Shot Talk. The Saturday Salmagundi's coming to an end. Had a great day. I worked my butt off on this knife I'm fixing to show you. Anyway, we did go to the artesian market, the Coconut Barrel across the street. They were having a festival. I did not get me a Templar's Choice because I got my buck yesterday and I got Templar's Choice last week. I knew I had my Micarta scales and I knew I was going to be able to do some this weekend. So that's what I've done since this thing took me a long time. But let me just go through the day. I carried this, of course. Didn't use it. This is my Spyderco, partial serrated, tenacious, custom Micarta scales. Okay, get that out of the way there. Okay, this morning, the first thing, I did a short video because last night when I was holding my, this knife is awesome. My Buck 104 Compadre. Anyway, I was reading and a couple of people actually sent it back because they weren't happy with the scales because they were slippery. And I got to looking at it last night and they were right. It was a little bit slippery what I used to. So this morning, first thing I did a video, a short video, because you could do this. You can either have Buck do it for you if you're not comfortable with it, or do it yourself. But I took the scales off, okay? I took a little sandpaper and I sanded off all the sealant, the sheen, okay? You don't want to do too much because you want to leave your screws recessed, okay? You can't even tell, okay? I wetted it down, all nice and tacky. That canvas is able to absorb it. It's not slippery at all. So that's a quick fix. I love this knife. Absolutely love it. Okay, so I sanded that down. Okay, back to we went to eat the world's best shrimp in the world. We haven't been there in a while, so we had a great lunch. And across the parking lot of that restaurant, we did it after we ate, a little thrift store. And I went inside the thrift store. She was looking around, I was looking around, and I went over to the case. They always are not really good knives. You know, they only have like 4 or 5. But this thing, some of you are going to recognize that this thing was sitting in there just like that. Okay, the price tag was underneath it, so I didn't know. I had a feeling what it was. So she pulled it out, turned it over, it was $15. And when I turned it over, it had US right there. Okay, and it looks like did a little custom jipping right there. But yeah. And then when I went to open it up, guys, let me see if I can do that. Here we go. Little wobbly on this blade. All the other 4 tools, the pick, the bottle opener, even says bottle opener, screwdriver, what have you. Right here, Camillus 1971. Yep. It's got a little wear to it. I don't care. This is history right here, folks. This is so cool. It has stories that we don't know about. You know what I mean? I looked it up, Googled right away. I Googled Camillus 1971. The first one that showed up was just like this, but it had USMC. And then they had this one, and it was US for Army. Okay, it was in the 1971 Vietnam era. Okay, that's toward the end of it, but yeah, it says Vietnam era. And boy, they had some of the 60s too. Vintage, that's Vietnam era. So it's just awesome that I came across this. Now what I'm going to do tomorrow, I will clean it up and then I'm going to tuck it away. And when I come across something like that, guys, it's just that it gives me goosebumps, man. Seriously. Okay, now to get to my Ned Foss Boar Survival Fixed Blade Knife. Custom Micarta scales, and it is modified. Here's the scale that was on there. I said scale because I had to cut them off. It was epoxied, and I had to cut the screws off. Luckily, I had a set of, remember I took off, and I saved them, of BPS screws on a BPS fixed blade knife. So this is the natural micarta, and I can darken it, but I think I'm gonna let just nature do it. But there it is, it's natural micarta, and I had to do that dip. See, remember I wanted it, this is real thin, I wanted something fat for work. And also I had to do it for the snap to fit. So we take it out. There's the sheath. I did the serrations. What was it, yesterday? This is super sharp, man. This is sharp as a razor. I'll do a cut test tomorrow. Got the jipping here. And then what I did different, see if I can show you. I'll show it on this side. Got my lanyard hole. And there's the, see how fat that is? And it fits just really nice. Jipping's right here. I'm hoping I'm going to use this for work. But here's what was on there. Let me see, I'll put it right here. This is how it was done. Okay, it had the thin scale, and I don't know if y'all remember the before and after. I did a video on it today. Not the whole process, but this is the way it was. They had it cut out, and then they had that little bar that's part of the tank. So I decided I was just going to carry it on around, and I'll drill a hole where that lanyard hole was, the lanyard slice there, and that's what I did. And I think it just feels better. I got a nice stop right there. I got my serrations for cutting roots, whatever. Very sharp blade. It's D2 steel. And let me tell you, I'm learning when I take these things apart and stuff, and the folders too, I can tell y'all, this is a very good knife, man. It really is. It's solid. So I might have to do some tweaking. I don't know. It's pretty good. And I'm still thinking about this one here. I'm not going to stain or dye. I say that now, but I think I'm going to leave it as is and just let my work environment and what I do with it age it. Yep. And this is what I bought there. That's natural micarta, and that's natural micarta. At first there, when I was sanding it, I was starting to get a little bit of those stripes like that. I thought, this is the same thing. But then the more I went down, it kind of went away. But I'm good with it. I wetted this. I always wash them off with water. And it was very, very tacky. Feels great. See, I got that meat now. I got something to hold on to. So that's what I did today. That's my Saturday Salmagundi. I didn't get to throw, man. I don't do that often. I didn't throw it all, so I'll probably do a rerun if I do at all. I don't even have a short video to show. All right, guys. It was a good day, though. It really was. I spent some quality time with my wife, had some fun. I came back here and worked way too long, really, on this thing. I was thinking just a couple of hours, I'd be done with it, but you never know. When you go to start to undo one, you never know, and that just set me back. Had to really work hard at it. So there you go, guys. Y'all take care and have a restful evening, okay? Be safe. Sog out.